It's me, Mario!
Hey all, my name is Braden, of course, and welcome to another Bray Plays. This time we're looking at Super Mario 64. Now, I first played this game in late 1997, early 98, and I enjoyed the game so much I decided to go back and check out some of the earlier games in the series. The games I checked out being Mario 1, 2, USA, 3, and Super Mario World. And out of the 5 games that I played, this one was my favorite. So without further ado, let's just jump straight in, shall we?
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Ciao, you've reached Princess Toadstool's castle via a warp pipe. Using the controller as a piece of cake, press B to jump and Y to attack. That is A to jump and B to attack on the N64 controller. I'll be making a lot of N64 controller comparisons in these first couple parts. Press A to read signs too. Use the L stick to move Mario around. Now head for the castle. Now what that text box doesn't tell us is that Mario has an absolute boatload of maneuvers to his name. For example, if you're standing still and you hit the Z button on the N64 controller or ZL or ZR on the Pro controller, Mario will crouch. Now, using the analog stick, Mario will kind of crawl around. Hitting the jump button, he'll backflip, and hitting the B button will allow him to breakdance. Now, while moving and hitting Z and A will allow Mario to long jump. Doing those same sequence of buttons, instead using the attack button, he'll dive kick. When you jump and hit B while moving, Mario will dive, and while from a standstill, he'll just jump kick. Now, while moving, you can also use the crouch button in the air to ground pound. Good afternoon, the Lakitu brothers here, reporting live from just outside the princess's castle. Mario has just arrived on the scene and will be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing Power Stars. As seasoned cameramen, we'll be shooting from the recommended angle, but you can change the camera angle with the right stick, that is, the C buttons on the N64 controller. If we can't adjust the view any further, we'll buzz. To take a look at the surroundings, stop and tilt R stick forward, that is C up, on the N64 controller. Press B to resume play, switch camera modes with the R button, and signs along the way will review these instructions. For now, reporting live, this has been the Lakitu brothers. Okay, so now that we have Mario's controls under our belt, we're going to head on into the castle. Welcome, no one's home. Now scram and don't come back. Gwahaha. Gee, I wonder, could that possibly be Bowser? Not at all. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk to Toad here. Am I glad to see you? The princess and I, and, well, everyone, we're all trapped inside the castle walls. Bowser's stolen the castle stars, and he's using their power to create his own world in the paintings and walls. Please recover the Power Stars. As you find them, you can use their power to open the doors that Bowser sealed. There are 4 rooms on the first floor. Start in the one with the painting of Bob-omb inside. It's the only room that Bowser hasn't sealed. When you collect 8 Power Stars, you'll be able to open the door with a big star. The princess must be inside. Okay, to extend and elaborate on what Toad has told us, there are multiple doors throughout the castle. Some will have stars on them, and the number inside the star designates how many Power Stars are needed to open that door. For example, this door needs 3. There are 3 other doors over here. This one needs 1 star. This one over here needs 3, and there is 1 more door up here that needs 1 star. The big star door over there needs 8 Power Stars. Now, usually, inside of a star door leads to a Bowser stage. Now, not all star doors will have a Bowser stage inside. This is only the case for most of the star doors. Now, spoiler alert, this star door does not contain the princess. we won't be saving the princess until the end of the game. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head into the first stage. Now this is the mission select screen. When you select a star on the mission select, there will be text under the star you've selected. Now that text will give you a clue as to how you're going to acquire that power star. For example, Big Bob-omb on the summit. This is our first boss fight. Wow, you're smack in the middle of the battlefield. You'll find the power stars that Bowser stole inside the painting worlds. First, talk to the Bob-omb buddies. Don't think I will. He'll certainly help you out, and so will his comrades in other areas. To read signs, stop, face them, and press A. Press A or B to scroll ahead, and you can talk to some other characters by facing them and pressing A. Like I said, we're not going to be talking to the Bob-omb buddies at all. These first couple stars. Now, Mario 64 is broken up into 15 worlds. Each world will have 7 stars. There are 5 just run-of-the-mill stars, and then 2 stars that are locked behind coin missions. There are 2 coin missions. There are 8 red coin missions and 100 coin missions. I'll be doing the coin missions together to save myself a little bit of the hassle. So we're going to just head up the mountain here to our first boss encounter, the Big Bob-omb. I'm the Big Bob-omb, Lord of all blasting matter, King of kabooms the world over. How dare you scale my mountain? By what right do you set foot on my imperial mountaintop? You may have eluded my guards, but you'll never escape my grasp. And you'll never take away my power star. I hereby challenge you, Mario. If you want the star I hold, you must prove yourself in battle. Can you pick me up from the back and hurl me to this royal turf? I think that you cannot. So King Bob-omb, being the ever clever and intelligent boss fight that he is, tells us how to beat him. After we defeat him, he tells us how to beat Bowser. So, in order to defeat the King Bob-omb, you'd think that getting behind him, grabbing him with the B button, and throwing him off of the mountain is enough to defeat him. Don't do that. He'll come flying up the mountain, call you a cheater, and you basically have to do the fight again. So just pick him up and huck him onto the top of the mountain. Can it be that a pipsqueak like you has defused the Bob-omb King? You might be fast enough to ground me, but you'll have to pick up the pace if you want to take King Bowser by the tail. Methinks my troops could learn a lesson from you. Here's your star, Mario, as I promised. If you want to see me again, select the star from the menu. For now, farewell. And with that, we get our first power star. 1 out of 120. And I will be going after all 120. You've recovered one of the stolen power stars. Now you can open some of the sealed doors in the castle. Try the princess's room on the 2nd floor and the room with a painting of Whomp's fortress on floor 1. Don't think I will. Bowser's troops are still gaining power, so you can't give up. Save us, Mario. Keep searching for stars. We're just gonna head straight back in. Alright, so foot race with Koopa the Quick. Again, we're gonna ignore the Bob-omb buddies and just come straight to talk to this Koopa Troopa. Hey Mario, is it true that you beat the Bob-omb, the Big Bob-omb? Cool. You must be strong and pretty fast. So, how fast are you anyway? Fast enough to beat me? Koopa the Quick? I don't think so. Just try me. How about a race to the mountaintop where the Big Bob-omb was? What do you say? When I say go, let the race begin. Ready? Go. So, the reason we're not going to be talking to the Bob-omb buddies just yet is because they open the cannon. Now, your immediate reaction would be, oh, I'm just going to jump in the cannon and use the cannons to cheese my way to the top of the mountain. Don't do that. Koopa the Quick will call you out on cheating, and you won't get your star. However, using the warp points that are scattered throughout the stage, perfectly fine. Not cheating in any way. With that, we've finished the race. And now, we just wait on the Koopa Troopa. Now, Koopa the Quick is actually pretty slow in this first race, so we're going to be waiting a while. So, get used to hearing the slider music if you took the same route I did. Now, I'm not a big fan of the slider music, as it's pretty much the only song that plays in my mind as I'm going to be delving further and further into insanity, 100%ing this game. Mainly because the 100 coin missions and the red coin missions, because they both suck. You really are fast. A human blur. Here you go. You've won it fair and square. And that gets us our second star. We are now 1/60th of the way done the game. Alright, now we're gonna talk to the Bob-omb Buddy. We're peace-loving Bob-ombs, so we don't use cannons. But if you'd like to blast off, we don't mind. Help yourself. We'll prepare all of the cannons in this course for you to use. Bon voyage. So that's all the Bob-omb Buddies do, is when you talk to them, they will prepare the cannons for you for your leisurely use. Ready for blast off. Come on, hop into the cannon. You can reach the star on the floating island by using the 4 cannons. Use the L stick to aim, then press B to fire. If you're handy, you can grab onto trees or poles to land. That takes some careful aiming, and we will not be using this technique later in the playthrough. So do not use this first cannon. Instead, we're actually going to head up to where the first warp point is in the stage, but instead of going into the flowers, we're actually going to head up onto this rock. This is the cannon we're going to be using. So we're going to aim straight up in the cannon and a little to the left. So when you're aiming at about this point, fire away, and we're going to land directly on the island. No harm, no foul. And our star is in this box right here. That is our third star. We have one more we can actually collect in this particular stage for the time being. You've recovered 3 power stars. Now you can open any door with a 3 on its star. You can come and go from the open courses as you please. The enemies ahead are even meaner, so be careful. So heading back into Bob-omb Battlefield, we're gonna go and grab our last star of the day. Now, the last star we can get is coincidentally the last star collectible on the mission screen, and it is star number 6. We're going to head up onto this post, and we're going to ground pound it 3 times to release the chain chomp. Doing so will get us our last star that is readily available. Now, if you head up to where the chain chomp just went, you won't find him. He's just gone. But with that is 4 power stars. 116 to go.